red beans and rice. We were in New Orleans. I think it's been about 2 years ago, and I wanted red beans and rice so bad until I had it for breakfast. So I'm going to be making red beans and rice. So let me get everything set up, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to get started with is my red beans and rice. As you can see, let me let you down some. As you can see, I have already cut up my vegetables, which is my bell peppers, onions, and celery. And I have garlic already minced. Let's turn it around so you can see it. There it is. And I have some ham. Um, I think they called them ham slices. So what I have done is, this is like a country ham. I've cut it up so that it could be cooked. And then I'm using some andouille sausage, which I've sliced into like little discs. So, let's see if I can get you down so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start with using my butter. Let's try to get it melted, but not too melted, because butter will burn on you quicker than you know. So as that's melting, what I'm going to add in is my, as they call it in New Orleans, my Trinity, which is, I'll put them in my bowl. Like so. And they smell so good. Like I said, I wish I had smell-o-vision here. Well, it's not smell-o-vision. Let's say phone-o-vision. Smell-o-smoke. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So let's put this all in here. Because what I don't want is for my vegetables to burn. Okay. So, now that that's done, what I'm going to do is add garlic. And I love garlic in my food. It's just, I don't know, I just love it. Put my garlic in. Okay, and then I'm going to stir it around a little too, just to kind of get it fragrant. Nothing like the smell of garlic. So, to my garlic, I'm going to go ahead and add my ham. And just let it start cooking. And what this is going to do is going to render fat out of the ham, so that it gets a chance to get all yummy. So let's turn this up. I'm just going to stir this around, and you can see the fat starting to render out of the ham. I know a lot of people who make hams for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, they always usually throw the bone parts away, or the part that's left only with the roll meat. I would save that. So when you get ready to cook your greens, your beans, or anything like this, you already have that on hand. You just pull it out of the freezer, put it in your pot, and let it do its thing. So I'm going to go ahead and render the fat out of this ham. And when I come back, we'll add the andouille sausage. Okay, so my ham has rendered out about as much fat as it's going to render. And as I said, this is a good country ham. It's like a Virginia ham. If you're from this area, you know how good that is. So what it asks for is for me to add some cayenne pepper, but I prefer the red peppers. So I'm going to add a little bit of red peppers. And then to that, I'm going to add sage. A little bit of sage. Okay, and I'm going to stir this around. And then to this mixture, I'm going to add my andouille sausage. Andouille sausage, it's sometimes it's difficult to find and sometimes it's not. But if you can't find andouille sausage, you can also use like some type of sausage link, a kielbasa. I've used a kielbasa sausage before. So, I'm going to stir this around and let it get all good and brown. And then we'll add our other ingredients. Okay, so my andouille sausage is all nice and brown. And I've stirred it around with the ham, which has gotten a chance to cook a little more. And when they say to brown your andouille sausage, they just mean to kind of like let it cook around the edges. Kind of brown around the edges. So, now that I've got all that done, what I'm going to do is add back in my peppers that I cooked earlier. Get them all cooked in. Stir that around until it's all mixed up. I'll tell you, if you could smell this, it smells good already. It's not even done. So, to this I'm going to add my beans, which is kidney beans that I've soaked, which I have never ever, as long as I've been cooking beans, I've never ever soaked beans, but I did it this time. As I said, it cooks faster. So, to these beans, I'm going to add about 4 to 5 cups of water. So I'm probably going to need to put more in, because I don't think that's enough. Not even covering the beans. And what you want to do is, you want your beans to be able to be covered, and to, you want it to be able to simmer. And add a little bit more. It sure does look good though. So, I'm adding more water to the pot. So actually I put in about 3 of these little things right here. And to that, I'm going to add about 3 bay leaves. Why they have the cover on this, I don't know, but okay. And why the cover didn't want to come off, I don't know, but okay. So here's, well actually, that's all my bay leaves. I have to get some more. So, now that I've put my bay leaves in, I'm just going to give it a stir. And I like to season my stuff after it gets done, because who knows how much seasoning it's going to get from all the stuff that's cooking in it. So I'm going to put the top on it. And I'm going to put it on the back burner, because I'm just going to let it cook at its own time. I'm going to move this over. And it's all ready to go. So, okay, so I'm back with the finished product. Let's take the top off. And let's have a look. This is our red beans. And all we have to do is add it to the rice. So, I'm going to let this set just for a minute. And really, I tasted it. You don't have to put any seasonings in it, because the ham that's in there, oh my God. It seasoned it so good until you don't even have to salt it. So, I'll be back and I'll be ready to plate it up. Okay, so, as you can see, I've put my rice in. So, what I'm going to do now is get some of this deliciousness And I'm going to put it over the rice, just like that. And if you want more juice, you can put more juice, like so. Okay, so let's take it over to the table. Well, let's take it over here and let's have a try. Okay, so let's get a spoon and let's have a taste.